The great Hall of Famer Johnny Petraglia with PBA Tour Commissioner Tom Clark on the 50th anniversary of his first win, honored here last night with the 45th Brunswick Service Award.
45 years with Brunswick, and Johnny Petraglia signed me to my first ever staff contract, and he's been a great friend for a very long time, and what a great player.
Coming up later today on NBA Sunday, we've got two compelling games for you. 3:30 Eastern on ABC. King James and the Cavs square off against KD. Russell Westbrook and OKC in the Thunderdome. And at 8 on ESPN, Kobe and the Lakers take on Derrick Rose and the Bulls at the United Center. All starts at 3 with NBA Countdown, and both games can be seen streaming live on Watch ESPN and the ESPN app.
So it's not going to be Magic and Jordan?
It will not be.
Okay.
But I do know that Kimberly Pressler is standing by with the Canadian Graham Faw. Kimberly.
Thanks, guys. Graham, this is only your second PBA tournament that you've ever competed in. Can you believe you've made it this far, this quickly?
Absolutely not. Right after the Masters, it was a slow showing, but I'm glad I was able to redeem myself this week, and I hope I can translate that to Stevie.
Well, let's talk about the Masters real quick, because Dan McClellan, he's a Canadian. You bowl with him in Canada. You guys are on league together, and you guys are pretty good friends. He placed second last week. Did he give you any advice for today?
Absolutely. He texted me quite a lot yesterday, just giving me pointers about TV, how they break down, how to handle myself. So I'm hoping to use those and bowl well.
All right, well, good luck to you days. Guys, Graham Faw is looking to hopefully become the first ever Canadian to win a PBA title.
Thanks, Kimberly. Two international players making their debut from Mount Warrigal in New South Wales, Australia. It's Sam Cooley from Guelph, Ontario, Canada. It's Graham Faw. Faw, the number 2 seed, has indicated that Sam Cooley will begin. The right-hander will get the left lane in our semifinal.
And right out of the interview is when the meat sweats start. You get to sit back down in that chair. Sam Cooley, he's got a game under his belt. He's confident. He's comfortable. He's got a great ball reaction. We'll see how Graham Faw handles the pressure of the bright lights of the PBA Tour.
Cooley, opening pitch in the semifinal. Dead perfect strike.
Filthy. Got a great look. If his ball does check early, he knows exactly what the move is. Just kind of inch it in just a little bit, keep his lines nice and tight and straight in front of him.
Pay no attention to the consonants. It's pronounced Graham Faw. He's of German descent, Canadian from Guelph, Ontario, Canada, making his American television debut and second event as a professional. Opening shot for the left-hander. Light mixer, 9-pin.
Then we see that late ball reaction on the left side of the lane created by the urethane bowling balls that Jesper Svensson was throwing for 2 games. It's a nice looking game here. He keeps his hand underneath and up the back of the bowling ball, but you can see it gets down to the end of that pattern, Mike J, and it doesn't want to make the turn into the pocket.
Faw picks up the spare Randy. He really does his homework. Before each round of competition, he studies the lane assignments, and he makes his move off what other lefties are doing before him, so you would think he would do the same thing here today.
Right, exactly. If he was following urethane, he knew he had to move to the left because urethane creates carry down. If he followed, say, Simonelli, he knew that Simonelli would break the lanes down, and he would have to move more towards the center part of the lane. Right now, he's just finding a way to get through that carry down on the left side. Good shot.
Slides out the 10. First strike for Graham Faw.
Remember, there's not only carry down on the left side from the urethane that Jesper was using, but there's also a little breakdown on the front part of the lane.
Interesting part of Sam Cooley is back home in Australia. He works with an agency that assigns clients, and he helps those clients with their daily life duties, including cooking, and a very interesting profession for the young man. He's looking for further opportunities in the future. Another good shot for Cooley. Opening double in the semifinal.
Sam Cooley bowls a lot in Asia. This is his 4th time in the States competing. As we take a look at some of our other finishers.
Anthony Pepe
Excuse me, Mike. Yeah, I was going to mention Kyle Troop. What a 3-week major run he had, almost making the telecast in all 3 majors.
Wes Malott finishing 10th. 24 players making the match play field here in Columbus. Cooley strong. Opening turkey.
Cooley might not stop striking until next Wednesday.
Very even demeanor. And Cooley cool thus far, opening turkey. Now Graham Faw, spare and a strike. He likes to go straight and further right on this pattern. He considers himself a less powerful power player. And light again, this time the front pin instead of the back.
Another light shot on the right lane. So what's the adjustment? Well, the adjustment is to keep your line straighter or go to a stronger piece of equipment. However, if you do that, you run the risk of that stronger bowling ball checking early. It's all about getting through the front part of the lane without the ball hooking and then making sure that it recovers down lane.
And the rest of our match play field, the negative number indicates position from the 5th place on our show. E.J. Tackett with another nice run, finishing 11th. The great Patrick Allen, future Hall of Famer. Walter Ray Williams Jr. Rhino Page in 16th. Parker Bone the 3rd. John Zerbinski with another strong finish in a major. Ronnie Sparks Jr. making the top 24. Sean Rash, Don Barrett, Mike Wolf, and Shannon Pluhowski, who replaced a couple of players that were injured and under the weather. As Graham Faw strikes in the 4th frame. Classic 24-player field advancing to match play in the 24 games of round-robin match play. And we're down to 3 players, each making their television debuts. Sam Cooley and Graham Faw. And Cooley, not a shaker in the bunch, opening 3 strikes in the 4th frame, looking to extend his lead in the Players' Championship semifinal match. Oh, tough break on the 7.
11 different countries represented at this year's Barbasol PBA Players' Championship. 3 of them on this telecast. Sweden, Australia, Canada represented here today on the show, along with obviously the U.S. 6 women in the field. Highest finisher, as you alluded to, Shannon Pluhowski. A lot of striking this week. Big scores, big averages. And Sam Cooley with a 19-pin lead early on in our 3rd match. Sam averaged 240 for the 24 games qualifying and 239 overall.
Oh, solid 9 gets it the 2nd time around. Slaps it off. Very different demeanor. Cooley is cool, steady. Just that one little burst in that last match. And one little burst right there.
Just start calling him Sam Cool.
Mm-hmm. Faw to cut into the lead, and he gets the messenger. Cuts it to 9.
And a nice break for Graham. That'll loosen the arm swing up as he catches that messenger.
Faw's goal since youth has been to turn pro. Parker Bone among his favorites.
He really has to wait on that arm swing from the top down. Anytime you see a player with slower feet, boy, waiting on the swing is a must.
And Bowen, the defending champion here, finished 18th.
Come on.
Yeah, lead change. Bob leads by 1. Cooley takes the early lead, and Graham Faw strikes right back. Australia versus Canada. And one international player will reach our title match versus Ryan Simonelli. We'll find out who when we return to Wayne Webb's Columbus Bowl. Halfway through our semifinal match, opening turkey from Sam Cooley, and Graham Faw responds with a turkey of his own to take a 1-pin lead. Cooley up, 6th frame, can take the lead back with a strike. Six wraps the 10.
Nice carry, nice pin carry there. Looked like it was going to be a ring and 10 for just a second. 6-pin catches just enough of it on its way by. There you go.
Sam Cooley's best previous finish was tied for 33rd last week in Indianapolis at the USBC Masters. And that was his best finish of 2016. His best career finish was 11th in the PBA Cheetah Championship in Reno. He's already exceeded all of those former achievements. 7th frame. Double 19-pin lead and a little fire from down under.
Yeah, he's becoming a handful. And he's getting a handful at the bottom of the swing. A beautiful release. Talk about heavy hand.
Kimberly Pressler is laneside.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Jesper. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. Why don't you tell me what happened between the first and second match for you?
I mean, the first match, the lanes were pretty similar. The second match, the right lane was starting to hook a bit early, and I tried to move in, and I threw the ball a bit too fast, and Sam didn't allow any mistakes because he could bowl a great game. So, yeah, you can't win every time, even though you want to.
You know you can, but thank you so much for taking the time. I know you got a flight to catch, so we'll let you guys go.
Thanks.
Guys?
Well, he's not going anywhere because guess what? I'm his ride to the airport.
Interesting about Graham Faw, Randy, he's a natural right-hander, but he bowls from the left side.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing when he was telling us that the other night.
Hook a lot. Hook a lot, yeah. And it's a strike and a lead change. Graham Faw leads by 1.
He actually started bowling at age 5 using a two-handed style, but converted to one hand at age 12. And just when it looked early on like his ball reaction wasn't going to be good enough to compete in this match, well, guess what, folks? He's got 5 in a row.
Oh, solid 9.
So,
Ball was just a little heavy in the pocket, but this is not a very good break. 46 feet of oil and not a lot of back end reaction going through the pins, but you can see that ball just going right by the 9-pin. And that couldn't have happened at a worse time.
We enter the foundation frame. Australian Sam Cooley, Canadian Graham Faw. The winner will advance to face Ryan Simonelli in the Barbasol PBA Players Championship title match for a major title and the 3rd in a row here on the PBA Tour. Cooley trails by 2 pins. Didn't like it. Great result. Mixing strike.
Yeah, that was big there. Errant shot that comes back and strikes. And that's all about how him and Norm Duke set up this pair on the right side. Watch this. He hates it. It's wide right. And look at how far back that came. On this pattern, that just didn't happen. But no matter what, he cannot shut out Graham Faw. Graham Faw controls his own destiny here in the 9th and 10th.
That's good. Good.
Real good. Strike for Graham Fall.
Real good. What a beautiful shot. And again, we talked about it earlier. This is a player competing on television under the bright lights on ESPN, a PBA tour for the very first time. His first ever game on television, and he's doing this. Spare, strike, spare, six-bagger. He can strike out for 270.
Oh, 8-pin. The mirror image of Cooley's 9.
And now he's in jeopardy of losing this match. Spare strike will give him 249 and force Sam Cooley to double in the 10th. Just like the solid 9 that Cooley left on the right lane, he goes just a little heavy and leaves the solid 8.
Spare and a fill from 249 for Graham Faw. And Cooley going through the mental process of what he will need to do to advance to the title match.
Here's another veteran move from a first-timer, taking a re-rack and making Sam Cooley think about his first shot and his first shot in the 10th frame, taking extra time. And this is a fill shot. I mean, it really, the count does matter. He needs to get at least 9 to force the double.
Another example, Randy, of the youth movement, fearless, focused, using all the tactics available.
Second re-rack. You're allowed 2 a game.
Taking them both.
Icing his opponent.
So am I good? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Present in the moment, aware of his options, and exercising them in his national television debut. Graham Faw fill for 249.
Uh-oh.
247, and why is that not good?
Because now Sam Cooley can go strike 9 spare, and we have a tie.
Little extra time in the chair. Cooley with the solid 9 here last time in the 8th frame. Trying to advance to a title match. Cured it. And look at that look at his face, Randy.
Very confident young man. He works hard at his craft. Right now, hang on a minute. He's going to take a re-rack here on the right lane. And right now, he's just calling on his training. Allowing his body to perform the way it's been trained to perform.
And very calmly asking National Tournament Director Kurt von Kruger for a re-rack to collect himself. Strike for the win, 9 spare. We would go to a sudden death roll-off.
Oh, no.
It's over.
Graham Faw has advanced to the title match. And Sam Cooley is going to think about that shot for quite a while.
Looked like he got really fast, and when you get fast, the tendency is to pull.
Canada's Graham Faw in his national television debut, looking to become the first Canadian to win a PBA Tour title and a major. Ryan Simonelli is in his way. Championship match uninterrupted is coming next. Time now for the Geico Championship recap with Randy Peterson.
And match number 1 was all about Jesper Svensson taking on the wee Iceman, Norm Duke. Using his power, he takes down Norm 274 to 258. And then it was newcomer, our second Australian, Sam Cooley, trying to win one for Australia. He takes down Jesper 246 to 206. And then in the matchup you just saw, another newcomer, Graham Faw, southpaw, trying to win one for Canada. He leaves the door open with a stone 8, giving Sam Cooley a chance. Sam needed strike 9, he got strike 7. Graham Faw advances to a great Barbasol championship match against Ryan Simonelli.
When we return, the Ryan Express, after an incredible close to the 2015 season, looking to cap off a first major victory in 2016. Uninterrupted, coming up.